ready as their guys gain the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Orsa set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone.
One play at a time. Here we go.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Sean Bunting.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Gain on the play. Second and...
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Fred Warner.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And it's third down.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And that'll set him back 5. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
21-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Now Jones. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
First and 10.
They're out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Kaepernick going to throw. Dancing to his left. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick rolling to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Mostert. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Right, 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Number 17.
Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
the timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at...
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
The ball carrier.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Again, it's Brady. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 27-yard line.
Forced out to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Torn back across his body. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On the delay, Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
David Njoku as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Washington 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
They take over first and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the play brings up second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr. Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10 at the 40.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jamal Agnew now to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Jones. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jones, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this time Kaepernick will throw. On the move to his left. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. They sack it back at the 42. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there is just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Kaepernick given 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo. And
looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Brady and the Bucks now with a 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
50-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tackle made.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From midfield, here's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucks. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Bucks on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. What cost them today? That when they're watching the game tape.
Number 81, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
To number 81.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for Washington.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now Kaepernick again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Washington 15.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
They'll go again to Jones. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. On 1st down, Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And the lead is down to 2.
Is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Washington 22.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Fields this way up at the 17. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Brady going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Kaepernick flushed out right. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
First down, Washington.
Now Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Agnew. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, a lot of cases.
It's caught inside the 25. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He'll look to throw.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Intended for
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on fourth down. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington is going to win the football game. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
19 yards. And the Washington first down.